Okay, this is the second video to 2.2, part 2. Okay, we're still talking about characteristics of quadratics. So we've gone over the max and min and all of that stuff, increase, decrease. But now we're going to try it with a real world problem here. So a softball player hits a ball whose path is modeled by the function of f of x equals negative 0.0005x squared plus 0.2127x plus 3. X is the distance from home plate in feet, and y is the height of the ball above the ground in feet. So what is the highest point this ball reaches? So if I draw a diagram, oops. Okay, here's the ground, and here's the little batter. He's holding a bat, and he hits the ball, and it goes up. Okay, so it'll eventually hit the ground. This plus 3 on the end is the y-intercept. So we know he hits the ball 3 feet off the ground. So I know this is 3 feet. Obviously, my drawing is not to scale, but we want to know the highest point. Okay, so we really want the x value so we can find the y value. So this equation is in standard form, so we know x is going to equal negative b over 2a. And we know a is negative 0.0005, b is 0.2127, and c is 3. So if I plug this in, I have negative b, so negative 0.2127, over 2 times a. Okay, if I plug all that in my calculator, making sure I put that in parentheses on the bottom, I get 212.7. Okay, so that's the x value. That's how high this is. No, it's not. It's how far from home plate. It's how far from where you hit it. Okay, so I know this is 212.7 feet. Okay, and then we need the actual height of the ball. Okay, so I'm going to plug in 212.7 everywhere in my equation that there's an x. So y is going to equal negative 0.0005 times 212.7 squared plus 0.2127 times 212.7 plus 3. Just type all that in your calculator, and you should get 25.62. Okay, so that the point that we get, the x and y values are that. So the highest it goes is 25.62 feet. All right, so if the ball was hit, so this is B here, if the ball was hit to center field, which has an 8-foot fence, so we're going to say there's like an 8-foot fence out here, and it's located 410 feet from home plate, was this hit a home run? Okay, so we really need to know at 410 feet, how was it, did it clear the fence? How about that? Okay, so I want to know the height, which is y, when x is 410. So I'm just going to plug that in. Whoops, if I can write 410. Everywhere in my original equation that I had an x, I plugged in 410. You just punch all that in your calculator, and I get that it was 6.157. So the question is, did it clear that 8-foot fence? No, it did not. It bounced right off. So no, it didn't clear, or it didn't, I'm sorry, no, let me rephrase. That's the wrong thing. No, it hit the fence 6.157 feet off the ground. All right, so now you can go to your practice and do problems 49 and 50, and then move on to the last video.